Hello, welcome poor folks. I'm Sean.
I'm Seamus.
And today we are trying a Japanese whiskey, the first one on the channel.
Yeah.
We are going to start that Whiskey 101.
That's
So
coming
we're
up.
gonna go through
That's coming up.
sort of the ins and outs of different types of whiskey, Scottish whiskey, or Scotch, Irish, and American, of course. And then Japanese.
And Canadian. Don't forget the
And Canadian, of course.
Don't forget the Canadian.
Can't forget our neighbors.
But yes.
Japanese is something that we have never tried, but we're
No.
going to touch on in that class.
Yeah.
So figured might as well have a starting point.
Yeah.
I bought this truthfully just for the price point. It was on sale. So it was like $35 and I got it for $32. That was it.
Okay.
So I figured it'd be a good introduction and kind of learn a little bit of this. Most of all, pronunciation, which I've tried to learn. This Kanekou. I hope that's right. I'm not for sure. Okinawa whiskey.
Okay.
So from my understanding is the mash bill is like a 3-year aged wheat and malted barley mix,
Okay.
and then a 8+ year aged rice whiskey
Oh wow.
in sherry oak casks,
Okay.
and that's all mixed together.
Right.
So this is
It's a blend,
It's
right?
a blended
Right.
whiskey,
Right.
but it totally it's not. Not a single corn can be found from miles away. No rye, no nothing.
Apparently.
So it's going to be interesting.
That'll be interesting.
The reviews for this have been sort of we love it or we hate it, and maybe one or two somewhere in the middle.
Okay.
But people seem to be on or off for
Okay.
this. So
All right.
might as well
Let's give it a whirl.
get it started.
You don't know until you try, right?
Right.
I mean, that's just it. So that's why we're here. Ooh. Reminds me of something. that
Yeah.
I won't say until you smell it.
Does it remind you of pot still?
It reminds you of Kinsale.
Yeah.
And if you remember, Kinsale did not do very well
No.
with us. We did not like it.
Right.
And that's exactly what it's taking me at the moment.
So on the nose, we should have aromas of nectar, sweet cream, citrus, pineapple, and other tropic fruit.
I am just getting a funk like no other.
Yeah. There's a slight funkiness to me. It's not quite as bad as
Maybe
Kinsale.
not as bad, right? But it was the first
But
thing that came to my mind.
It's there. It's there for sure.
Yeah. And I think that's youthfulness, right? We've talked about that before.
Right.
Where it might just not be aged long enough.
Right. And this is a mixture or a blend, right?
Right.
So you got 3+ years of that malted barley and wheat,
Yeah.
and then you have 8+ years of the rice portion,
So that's crazy that you get.
and it's in sherry.
3 and 8. I mean, okay, 3-year-old. So 3-year-old. Okay. Well,
Mhm.
I don't know. That's so funky. But that's the nose. Okay, so the
Right.
nose is one thing.
So the palate, we should get citrus, ginger candy, and minerals.
Minerals.
Yeah. Interesting.
Okay. What's the nose again?
Nectar, sweet cream, citrus, pineapple, and other tropic fruit. Supposedly the finish is long with sort of a lingering sweetness.
Interesting. I just got a different edge on that.
Okay.
I'm letting it breathe a little bit, trying
Yeah.
to maybe let the ethanol kind of come out. Yeah, I'm almost. Pineapple to me is like super huge, and I love pineapple.
Right.
And I'm trying to pick it out, and I'm might barely getting it here, but
Okay. Yeah, if I sort of
Mm.
get through the funk, I'm sort of getting a mandarin orange,
Okay.
sort of a sweeter,
Okay.
citrusy.
I'm doing the SLB spin.
Yeah.
Kurt from SLB does this spin on this glass,
Right.
and I'm trying it here, and it seems to be working.
Okay.
It's helping me with the nose on this. Yeah, I'm actually getting pineapple.
Okay.
Surprisingly. Maybe it's the pyro suggestion. I'm not sure.
It could be.
But it's lost its funkiness. Man, because it was like straight out the bottle when we first smelled it. My
Right.
I'm not adverse to it now.
Okay. Yeah, letting it breathe seems to have helped.
Yeah.
I'm getting, maybe not tropical fruits, maybe mango. I'm not for sure, but
And yeah, I'm
Not a
getting
big
that
fan of
single
mango.
pot
right.
smell, that funkiness
Right.
a little bit,
It's just slight.
but it's a slight. It has worn off a little bit.
Yeah. This might be one that you really need to let breathe.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
okay,
Ready
ready
to
to
try it? Yeah, I'm
taste.
ready to taste it.
Yep, a lot of heat.
I'm getting the heat in the back, but
Right.
not up front.
Right.
And I've had sake before, which is rice wine.
Oh, okay.
It gives me that vibe,
Okay.
that rice vibe.
Okay.
Up
Yeah.
front it's very smooth and very kind of watery in a way, but it's not. But then you feel the burn and the alcohol burn in the back. I definitely like the taste better than the nose.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm enjoying the flavor of it
Yeah.
a lot more than nose.
I wish that the nose would translate to the palate a little cleaner.
Right.
A little more citrus, a little more sweetness. There's some sweetness there, but the citrus is kind of gone.
Right. Yeah, it's definitely not coming from the nose to the palate. The palate's completely different than the nose.
Yeah. I do like the spice on it. I understand why people didn't love this. And it was sort of a yes or no for most people. There's a lot of heat there.
I'm getting a tropical fruit note in the
Right.
front end.
It's kind of sort of,
Right. Very mellow.
you're right.
Very mellow,
Right.
but it's there.
It's not as strong as I was hoping.
Right. No. What's the proof on this?
43% alcohol, so
Okay.
it's 86.
86, yeah.
So
I don't know. You know what? The flavor is not horrible.
no,
The palate, the nose was not
Right.
pleasant at first, I have to admit.
yeah. I was most worried when we first poured it.
I was definitely worried.
So
Because I've been down that road, I was like, no, not again.
yeah,
Bring back nightmares.
yeah.
But no, the palate is definitely better than the nose. So don't smell it, just drink it.
If you do smell it,
Yeah.
perhaps letting it breathe.
Yeah, it's got
Couple
this
minutes.
tropical fruit flavor front end. And now the back end is completely gone.
Yeah, for me it's gone too.
Yeah, it's gone. It's just there's a little bit of a hug in the back. I don't know what you would call it from Japan. It's not a Kentucky hug. It's not the Irish brogue hug.
Right.
It's not bad. Anyway. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't say it's like, oh wow, that's so great.
No,
You
you
know.
know, I wouldn't call this mind blowing.
No.
But I think it's a better introduction to Japanese whiskey than the smell, the
Right.
initial
Right.
reaction to the smell
Right.
intended for us.
That's enjoyable. It's enjoyable. It's not. I mean, I don't know if I would run out and if we drain this and all of a sudden, oh, I gotta get more. No,
I don't think so either.
not necessarily. But
I think on the palate, for me, it might be a little too plain. There's supposedly some ginger sort of candy. At least it says so on the palate. I was hoping that would be a little more spicy, kind of mimicking a rye in
Right.
a way, but it's not really there. It's a little more watery than I was expecting. But I mean, you have the sake
yeah.
wine,
Right.
so
The rice wine
it's
kind
a little more
of.
watered down
Yeah.
to an extent.
Yeah. In the last episode, we were talking about it being October, September, or October, November, December, getting into the fall months, and kind of getting ready for that. But this is definitely a summer. I think this is a summer pour.
Right,
It's very kind of summery, refreshing.
right.
Tropical fruit, a little lighter, just more sitting on a beach kind of drinking this
Right.
on the beach,
Yeah.
enjoying the sun
Right.
kind of feel, right? And this is what this is for me.
Yeah.
I'm not unhappy with this.
Right. Probably wouldn't buy it again.
No,
But-
I don't know.
I think it's a good
Yeah.
introduction for
Yeah.
Japanese whiskey.
We're gonna try some other Japanese whiskeys because we got
Right.
between our whiskey 101, we've got quite a few different whiskeys to try. We're gonna go from Irish to Scotch to Canadian to Japanese to American. American being the most complex. Oh my gosh, so complex. But anyway,
I think
All right.
we're one of the middle of the road guys when it comes to reviews for this.
yeah,
Don't love it, don't hate it. Somewhere in the middle,
Yeah.
between the smell being a little off, but the taste being pretty on.
right.
So
All right,
it's a good introduction to Japanese whiskey. We'll have to search further.
we'll visit it more. Yep.
Yes. So
All right.
anyway,
Shlanta.
Shlanta, to your health.
To your
Please
health.
like and subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.
See you next one.